Up next on News Channel 13, we follow up on our earlier reports about lead paint at a local school. Also tonight, more evidence that GlobalFoundries is bringing a rebirth of opportunity to the capital region and collecting unemployment while in jail. Live at 11 is next.
From WNYT Albany, News Channel 13, live at 11, begins right now.
You know, we still have the children in the school that has contamination. I don't understand why this isn't a red flag, screaming hot issue for them.
Concerned parents get an update as a local district works on a lead problem in its elementary school.
Tonight, some parents say they do not believe the school is safe for their children. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jim Kambrich.
And I'm Jessica Layton. Tonight, the Berlin School District gave a progress report on what it's doing about lead dust and peeling paint at the elementary school.
This comes after a recent report that detailed the lead hazards. Kumi Tucker is here in the studio with us tonight with our top story. Good evening, Kumi.
Good evening, Jim. Parents wanted to know what is being done to make sure their children are safe at school. And one big outstanding issue is getting the students tested.
First of all, starting with the blood testing. I assumed when I left here it was a simple matter of picking up the telephone, making a phone call, and people say, sure, we'll come and make those arrangements. It proved to be considerably more difficult.
Parents came to hear exactly what steps the Berlin School District is taking about lead in the elementary school. Interim Superintendent Brian Howard, now on the job for 6 weeks, gave an update on the cleaning 3 times a week, plus daily checking for paint chips.
Tonight, there's probably 4 or 5 parents that have already pulled their kids out of school. I mean, these kids aren't being educated currently. You know, that's just unacceptable.
Peeling lead paint inside and outside needs to be stabilized, and the school plans to get that done over the December holiday break. A group of parents brought in attorney Peter Danziger, who is well known for his work with lead-related cases.
Really what needs to happen now is all the children need to have their blood tested to determine whether or not their exposures led to lead poisoning.
All the things that they're talking about here keep pushing this off further and further, and I think what they're really trying to do is just get to June. They really just want to get to June and then the kids are out of the school and they can do whatever they're going to do.
Danziger says lead hazards must be taken seriously.
The exposure, particularly to the youngest children, can be very, very poisonous, hazardous, can cause brain injury, can cause learning difficulties, all kinds of problems. Fortunately, the children who have been tested, the few children who have been tested, haven't been lead poisoned, but there are hundreds of others that haven't been tested yet.
The superintendent says the community needs to get ready to prepare a long-term plan. The district is also hoping to get a panel of experts to give information and answer questions at the end of this month. Jessica?
Thank you, Kumi. Also new at 11, local schools hoping to cash in on a big move to Malta. GlobalFoundries is about halfway through its construction of its $6 billion chip fab plant. And as school districts prepare for a burst in student enrollment, they're also helping those kids prepare for the job opportunities that lie ahead in a Tech Valley universe that's now in our backyard. Tech Valley is arriving at our doorstep. And school districts like Burnt Hills, Ballston Lake are opening the door to welcome the opportunities it presents for students.
For years, we've been bemoaning the fact that our kids are going to other parts of the country for careers. And what we're starting to see is a rebirth of opportunity in the Capital District.
Superintendent Jim Schultz says at the center of that rebirth, GlobalFoundries. Construction of the chip fab plant is only a few miles from BHBL, and it's about half finished. It comes with the commitment of at least 1,200 new jobs and thousands of spin-off opportunities.
This is kind of the anchor store in the tech market, if you will.
Mike Russo of GlobalFoundries was on hand for this community forum Tuesday night to talk about the skills young people need if they want to be part of the Tech Valley world.
Science is important for everything. I mean, you can't get far without science.
14-year-old Perry Ramsey loves science, and he thinks he could have a future in the chip fab field. And his dad, who grew up here, has high hopes for the company that's packing a lot of promises into the move to Malta.
Obviously jobs and ability to expand the area and get more businesses in.
Russo says parents and teachers can help prepare their kids for these opportunities by helping them concentrate on math, science, and technology, but not forgetting those so-called soft skills.
Understanding, how to think, analytical skills, problem-solving skills, being respectful.
The global market has never been so competitive, but the Tech Valley wave means the job forecast for kids like Perry is looking brighter than a few years ago.
This generation of students, it really holds out kind of a beacon of hope for careers in this area.
And GlobalFoundries wasn't the only company on hand for that forum tonight. Students and parents heard from GE Wind Energy, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, HVCC, and First Playable Productions, which makes video games here. Thursday night, Hudson Valley Community College and GlobalFoundries will team up for a career information session at the